All right, what's up, amazing people out there? Forgive me as I try to. I don't even know which way the camera's supposed to face, like whatever. But I feel a way about it. I'm in a mood about it. Anyways, DragonForce, of course. Well, not DragonForce. I guess we should be more specific. Herman Lee, 100% killer. We all know that. And the Dooo, 100% killer. Like just a fan. These are both just fantastically amazing guitar players. And me, I'm above average. I'm a solidly above average guitar player. Like if these guys are 10s, I'm probably like 7 maybe. But my specialty, in case you care, because some people, they wonder like, who's this guy talking shit about whatever? My specialty is classical guitar. And when I say classical, I mean you playing on one of these. Right? If you ain't playing on one of these, I don't want to hear about it. So yeah, on that shit, yeah, I'm kind of a fucking killer, man. So that's where we are. Regardless of whether or not you respect it or you give a fuck or whatever, like that's the context for what's going on. I love these dudes. I love both of them. I loved every video with the Dooo so far. I love DragonForce. And we're just like watching, a video. I guess I just addressed the haters. Damn it me, I shouldn't do that. Oh, you changed your hair color. And by you, I mean me. Now it's red. It was dog shit orange. Now it's reddish. In case your hair is dog shit orange, I used purple to make it kind of look reddish. Whatever, let's go. Let's watch some shit.
Thank you so much. Should I call you the Dooo or should I call you Eric? What do you prefer?
You can call me whatever. You can call me Eric. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eric, the Dooo, thank you so much for joining me on this Twitch stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. And, you're another one of these amazing guitar players that I saw on YouTube. I thought, wow, man, this is absolutely awesome.
I want to just stop in right here to be immediately like, well, number one, the amount of instruments in Herman's, like, who even knows how much that is worth? Like $30,000. That's just like kind of balling. It's one of the only balling things that I'm into, which is, I don't really give a fuck about chains and watches or whatever, but like, to have that many badass guitars is pretty awesome. But to be that loving, he's like loving. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You do know what I mean, right? Like, we're just all happy to have a spot like where we can chill out together, and to hear that embodied in Herman, just respect. I love it.
And thank you so much for coming here to give me a guitar lesson like I originally asked for.
A guitar lesson. Okay, yeah, right. No, but believe me, the pleasure's all mine, man. Been a fan for a long time. But yeah, it's crazy. If I had told my 12-year-old self who was playing your song on Guitar Hero that I'd be jamming out with you on your live stream someday, he would have told me to shut the hell up. So yeah, it's crazy.
So in case you didn't know either, Eric, I was just streaming, usual, and everyone was shouting me these names to react to and watch.
Let's all chip in to buy the Dooo ahead.
and what happened is I said, I do this live stream. People say, oh, react to this. I didn't know that people want me to react to stuff. And they said, the Dooo, ascend. The Dooo. And then I end up picking a video and you were just ripping these solos off. And it was awesome. And you did Through the Fire and Flames. I went, whoa. That is awesome.
I will say that, man, as far as my interaction with amazing players who are like way better than me or whatever, I will say, man, like when we're all just players, like, they know you work and they work and whatever, even if they're way better than you. I actually don't know. I don't have one story. I don't have one story of someone just being a complete dickhead. Like, people can be just a dickhead in person, like just when you catch them in a certain type of way. But like, I think as people that play music, we know how hard it can be, whatever level you're at. Like, let's say you're a beginner, you've been playing for 6 months. You're like, fuck, this is kind of hard. And it's almost like, I would almost relate it to like people who ride motorcycles. Like when I was riding when I had a motorcycle for like a minute, I was like, everybody else who rides a motorcycle is waving at me, even though mine's like a piece of shit. And it's like, oh, because we're kind of all in the same thing together. So I love the brotherhood of it all, man. Fucking love it.
Yeah. You kind of broke the internet with that video. Everybody and their grandma was sending me that video. Like my IRL friends were like, "Yo, dude, have you seen this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've seen it, man. It blew my mind. It was crazy." So
awesome. And here we are. We're gonna play some guitars together in a little bit. So how long have you been playing the guitar?
Well, I'm 26 now, so I started when I was like 12, so about 14 years.
Cool.
Yeah.
How's your journey been like? Has it been difficult, or has it been how did you balance playing the guitar and doing other things? I know you're a big gamer as well. How do you put the two together?
Yeah, well, so originally I started out on like violin. That was like my first instrument. My mom forced me.
Hashtag violin is hard as fuck. I tried to play violin for like 2 years. Fuck, that's like, dude, it's so hard.
Me to do that in like 4th grade. And I absolutely hated it because it made me miss recess. So that was like my first exposure to music. But then when I was like 12 or so, my dad's played guitar for like his whole life. So he had a guitar laying around, and so I kind of just picked that up. He showed me some pointers for a little while, for maybe a year or so, and then everything else I was kind of just self-taught, just learning off of other.
Shout out to the dude's bicep. Bro's got a bicep. You working out, Brosif? You like a swole king?
Friends that played, or just from like YouTube videos and stuff. In terms of balancing it with like YouTube and like the guitar videos and the gaming videos, yeah, it's definitely like, I wish I could like clone myself, someone to make the gameplay videos and someone to like make the guitar videos, because it's kind of hard to balance both and like put out the same amount of both. Because the guitar videos take a while to make. You got to go on Omegle and get reactions from people and stuff, and that can take a while. So
have you come across a lot of weirdos or weird people on Omegle? I mean, it's a crazy place down there.
Have you ever been on Omegle, Mr. Herman?
No, not yet. But in the past, I have been on some old apps, and you end up seeing stuff that you don't want to see. You got any funny story that you can tell me about?
You mean like you come across that? Because that's guaranteed.
Stream PG? Can I tell these stories?
You can tell these. I think you can tell these stories.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, like the main thing, anybody who spent any like reasonable amount of time on Omegle knows that there's a lot of dudes jacking it on Omegle. That's
right. I haven't even been on there, but I watched some of the reaction videos, and I was on old school chat roulette. And I'm also like, I didn't know it was going to be this, and I'm actually really super happy, because I think I know, like, whatever, like I'm a fucking weirdo, but I kind of just like them talking. Like, I know they're both killers, but we can just watch them kill. I just like them interacting.
That's like the big number one thing that men like to do. But to be honest,
okay. Also, hashtag Me Too movement. I mean, not on Omegle, but in general. I mean, if it's not one of your favorite activities, you're not doing it right.
Honestly, that's kind of the most mild thing. I'm pretty callous to that. That doesn't even affect me anymore. I've seen it so much. It gets really bad, because there was this one time I was on Omegle for a good 6 hours, and it's probably time to get off Omegle when you recognize the guy's penis. That's when it's really bad. No, I've seen people doing stuff like, I've seen drugs and weird types of pornography. I'm
like, that's like check 1 and 2.
And like
it's like being at a music festival, right? You just see drugs and weird porn. If you don't know what I'm talking about, and you've been to a music festival, you gotta venture outside your tent more. Like your little living space with your table. You need to go actually go meet people. You'll find out.
Leather and chains and diapers and weird stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you just let anyone in the public on with like a webcam just access to a website. So, and that's not even the unrestricted site. There's like a worse section where it's like all that kind of stuff. So it's not a fun place to go a lot of times.
Okay. I mean, can you choose, what to match with? Guitar, music, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah. You can, and that helps a lot. If you don't put any interest in, it's kind of like Russian roulette with, you never know what you're going to see. But a lot of
I've never been on an Omegle. I've only watched. I'm a voyeur. I just only watch other people do it.
Sometimes I'll put in, like, if I know I want to play certain songs for people, like I want to play like a song from Final Fantasy or something, I'll type that in as an interest, and usually that like wards off a lot of the weirdos, but they still manage to get in there somehow. Like, I don't know why a guy would type in Final Fantasy and then have his pee out. Whatever. I don't know what goes through people's minds. So,
oh man, some people have to prove they have a big PP. I don't know.
It's usually pretty small. So,
how did that idea actually started for you, like to troll people pretending you can't play the guitar with your Hello Kitty guitar?
Okay, so I want to point out something here, which might be overlooked. Which is why I'm pointing it out, which is why I said I want to point out something here, is that we have two guitar players who are really awesome. And what they could do is Herman could ask Dooo to play something, or ask him like a thing you think is dope and have him play it. But I think what's really revealing to people who are not guitarists, or how dare I say, professional guitarists, is that you would think that the conversation is going to be all about guitar and technique. But it's like everyone who is awesome, everyone who's above a certain level has a certain skill set. And what's way more interesting is, who are you? Who are you? Why do you play? What's your journey been like? What's your day-to-day life like? As a guitarist, if I was talking to the Dooo or Herman Lee, I wouldn't be asking them about sweeps and tapping, not because I don't want to know. I do. Like, I'm envious of their technical ability, but there's a human behind that guitar. And the story of the person holding the instrument is way more valuable than how do I sweep or how do I play this one phrase. Here's this 8 measures from this song. How do you play it? Yeah, that's cool to know. But someone else is going to figure that out, and you can watch their video or something. So, like, just asking the person, hey man, like, tell me about your experience with this. It reveals a lot more.
Well, I bought the Hello Kitty guitar just to make like a meme video where I took my old Squire and I sprinkled like uwu dust on it, and like I shook the bag up and I pretended like I transformed it into a Hello Kitty guitar. And then everybody in the comments was like, okay, well, you got to use this on Omegle. And I was like, what can I do with this? And I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll just pretend to suck and see if I can trick people.
Oh, sorry. I'm so afraid of things breaking because they've been breaking recently. But I'm just going to stop all the cameras, start them again, and do a little clap intro thing.